Hi everyone, we are in John chapter 16 and Jesus is speaking to his disciples and he says that he has to leave so that he could send the Holy Spirit, the advocate, to us. And then he goes on to say this. He says, "In a little while you will no longer see me, but after a little while you will see me." And the disciples were confused. They were not sure about what Jesus meant here. And then he says this. He says that a time is coming where the world will rejoice, but you will be mourning and you will be weeping. But then your grief will be turned into joy. He goes on to give this picture. He says, just like a woman in childbirth who endures so much of pain, who goes through so much during childbirth, but when she holds that baby in her hands, she forgets. She no longer remembers the pain that she felt just a few moments before, because she is full of joy and she rejoices for the baby that she has. This is what Jesus was saying. He was saying that there's a time that's coming where he is going to die on the cross. And when he dies on the cross, the world is going to rejoice. They're going to think that they overcame him. But what is going to happen is the disciples are going to mourn. His people are going to weep and mourn and grieve his death. But then at the resurrection, he is going to come back and he is going to fulfill our joy, because when the disciples saw him, they rejoiced. And in Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 2, it says this. It says, "Fix your eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, whom for the joy set before him endured the cross." And this is what it's saying. It's saying that Jesus went to the cross. He knew the pain that he would face. He knew the pain that it would cause his family, his friends, his disciples. But he went because he knew that in the act of the cross, their joy would be made complete, that they would be filled with joy. And it's the same for us as believers, that we get this joy knowing that Jesus has overcome death, that he has overcome the cross. And right at the end, the last verse, it says this, that in this world you will face troubles. The Lord is not promising us a perfect life. He said we will face troubles, we will face challenges, but he says this, "Take heart, for I have overcome the world." Be blessed.